let's talk about some NHL, and I'm not going to be talking about a New York team for this one, but I do have a parlay. Just two teams, slight favorites in each of them, and if you combine them, you get them at plus 158 on a money line parlay. The Columbus Blue Jackets against the Detroit Red Wings. I've made it obvious how I feel about the Detroit Red Wings. They really need to prove it to me before I'm going to stop betting against them, really. So Columbus minus 165 was a little too heavy for me to take individually, so I'm going to pair that with the Philadelphia Flyers minus 160. The Flyers playing at home. They were fantastic at home last year. So far, they are 2-0, winning both games against the Penguins at home. So with the Sabres coming into Philadelphia, I think the Flyers do that again. And combine those together, and like I said, it's a plus 158 parlay, so not bad at all.
All right. Well, you got the Flyers at home, which is always a good bet. You might as well take a Kevin Hayes goal bet as well in that one, Higgins.
Maybe I'll look at that as well. You're right.
Yeah, he's always scoring at home. A former Ranger, just so you know, just in case anyone was curious. But we mentioned Winnipeg coming back down 3-1 on opening night. I'm actually going to find myself on Winnipeg at Toronto, Higgins. I'm going to take them on the money line at plus 135. They're dogs in this one. Toronto's probably the better team, but honestly, I think Toronto's very soft, and Winnipeg's one of these teams that grinds. We talked about it not very long ago about how they grinded all the way back from down 3-1 to win in overtime, and they just keep fighting. So I'll take a team like that versus a team that, I don't know, I think that one gets hit in the mouth, kind of gets a little back down. They don't really fight back too hard.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that game goes. I mean, Toronto, they've got some of the pieces. They're trying to put together a strong season, but Toronto has a long history of disappointment with that hockey team. Winnipeg, they're 1-0 on their season, so they're still pretty fresh, but only one game in compared to the 3 games that Toronto's already played. We'll see how that favors either team in terms of that game on Monday night. I am going to be on a West Coast NHL game as well, Brett. The Minnesota Wild, they travel to Anaheim, and it's not too far of a travel because they're already in Los Angeles from their road trip out to face the Kings. So they're already adjusted to the West Coast time, already sitting pretty well there. And I'm going to take them on the puck line because of that. Minus 1.5, plus 220. The Minnesota Wild so far, they've played well this season. I mean, looking at how they played, they're 2-0. They won against both times. Sorry. They won both games against the Kings 4-3 individually. So I think there's a chance they're going to get a multi-goal win here against the Ducks, and the Ducks kind of need to prove it to me as well before I start betting on them this season, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think that all sounds fair, to be honest. Minnesota's a pretty good team, so tough to fade them. But I'm going to be on another pretty good team, Higgins, that honestly in their last game got smacked in the mouth. The Blues lost 8-0 in their last game out, Higgins, and that's why I like them so much on Monday night against the Sharks, because they're at home and they were just embarrassed in their last game. So I'll take them minus 1.5 on the puck line at plus 145. I think the Blues come out with a little bit of an extra edge in this one.
Yeah, I was on the over in that game, and lucky for me, Colorado did all of the heavy lifting because I think the line was 6.5, and it's tough to cover a 6.5 point over under when one of the teams gets shut out. But Colorado, they showed that offense, and Nate McKinnon especially, is a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, honestly, the Blues were embarrassed because, they beat them the game before. So to get shut out like that and really just get smacked in the face, it was tough.